first story today, Jason, is all about an application that reached the pinnacle of the App Store before being taken offline by the founder because there was an enormous security problem. The app in question is called Neon, and its model was interesting. It paid people to upload their phone calls that it would then sell the phone data to AI companies for training. In theory, you could get up to 30 cents a minute if both people on the phone call were Neon users, or up to $30 a day max if it was just a one side of a phone call. The problem is TechCrunch took a look at the application, did some, I would say, reasonable testing on it because they have an excellent cybersecurity team over there with Zach Whitaker. And they found that, quoting here loosely, the backend servers were capable of spitting out reams of other people's call recordings. Neon servers could produce data about the most recent calls made by the app's users, as well as providing public links to the raw audio files. And the servers in question could be manipulated to reveal the most recent call records. So TechCrunch told them about this and they took it down. Didn't actually say there was a huge flaw when they told their users they were improving security, but in the wake of T, the app we talked about a couple weeks back that also leaked quite a lot of user information, I thought it was a great moment to sit back and say, cybersecurity for startups. We should think about it. And I was curious what your take is and what you tell founders.
I mean, if you look at Palo Alto Networks and all these cybersecurity firms and how amazing they're doing, Nikesh over there is just a beast. And he's been buying up all these, disparate cybersecurity firms. And it feels like there are vectors all over the place. Now, as a consumer, you should use this really elite technique. It's called common sense.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's a new technique. It's trending in some subreddits, but common sense would tell you that recording your phone calls is an absolutely stupid thing to do. But this is the world we live in, where everybody's transcribing everything. At a recent management team meeting, I just told everybody, bring a moleskin and a pen. We'll use the Notion has the built-in transcribing software. So one person will do that who's hosting the meeting, but everybody else, laptops closed. Let's try to have a concept where everybody writes down what they're working on and what they think is important. And then we can compare it to the AI notes. What I'm thinking is happening is we talked about work slop the other day.
Yes, we did.
And that is when people create work product using AI and their coworkers think they're dumb and not trustworthy. There's another one that I think is super important, which is how you think. So I'm going to coin a term here, think slop. I think a lot of people are getting sloppy in their thinking because they're not doing the basic steps required for first principle thinking or just, logic. You have to process information in your brain to come to conclusions and have strategies. Then you have downtime and then you go back to the product. This is why bookmarking and taking notes and then having on your schedule a time to review your bookmarks or notes. And so I started doing this. I've been bookmarking stuff, and I'll say, oh, there's a potential blog post. This is an interesting business idea. This is an interesting investing idea. And then, a couple times a week when I don't have downtime, I will go through my bookmarks and just say, why did I bookmark that? And then sometimes I'll unbookmark something or I'll actually take action on it. It's the same thing with notes. When you write stuff down, you remember it. When you then transcribe it into a Slack message, you have another chance of thinking it through. So it sounds inefficient, and certainly it is, to take notes in a meeting when you have a note taker. And then it seems incredibly inefficient to read your own notes and then write them into your Notion page or your Slack. But I made everybody do it, and I just felt people were more present. And so I'm putting that out there as a good strategy for people who are into getting stuff done.